Hi folks, and welcome to the summer session of General Psychology. In this video I wanted to give you a basic overview of our Blackboard course, and so I'm starting in the same place you should, on the Getting Started page. So on this page you will find several overview videos. This first one, of course, is talking about the actual Blackboard course. I also have a review of the syllabus and the schedule, and you can find that, not surprisingly, in this section labeled Syllabus. In this area you will find the document that has the general expectations. And here, this is a single-page schedule for what you'll be doing each week, and more information about that will be on the actual syllabus review video. Now, on the Getting Started page, you'll also find some useful how-to tutorials that I created. If you've never taken an online course, or maybe there's a feature that you haven't used before, you might want to check this out. This is a group discussion board. This is how to actually create a wiki page, which is something you'll do for your Understanding Psych Research project. And then I also have a brief video on how to use the blog to do your introductions and how to use the journal. Alright, so going back to the Getting Started page, I've also created a syllabus quiz for you. You should complete this after you've reviewed the syllabus and the video. You won't be able to actually access the learning materials for each week of the course until after you've successfully completed the syllabus quiz. And also on this page I've provided some just useful links to worthwhile resources for being successful in this course and others. All right, now I mentioned introducing yourself. I encourage all of you to do that. You'll just introduce yourself to your group. All of you have been divided up into groups of about 7 or 8 people. Now, what I want to do now is show you what you can expect in each folder for each week of the learning materials. Now, at the start of each week, I will provide an announcement that summarizes the specific tasks you're going to be doing for that week. So here I just want to talk pretty generally about what you will find in each of these weekly learning materials folders. So I'll open up the first one. At the top of each of these, you will find a reading guide. Now, frankly, there's a fair amount of textbook reading that's assigned for most weeks. First week is a little light. I think it only has maybe 30 or 40 pages. But in week 2, it gets up to, I think, the high 70s. So it will probably be useful for you to check out this reading guide. And if there's areas where you need additional information, you need some additional clarification, obviously check out the textbook. But I have provided this to try to cut down on the amount of time that you are dedicating to reading the textbook. In addition to the reading guide, you'll find a folder that contains a series of required and optional videos. They're organized by section, so this right here is just a little section header. And here you will find a series of, this is an article, as well as videos, and as I said, there are also some optional videos. Where I can, I did provide some optional videos that connect the material perhaps with healthcare, or just provide some deeper insight on a topic that I think is pretty interesting. Within this folder, again, you'll find a series of required videos as well as optional videos that are here for your use. Going back up to this main folder, there's also learning activities. Now, these are the required activities that you need to be doing. Within each learning activity, you will find a series of, some of them are group-based, so you can see this is group-based because you see 3 different people, and in some cases there will be individual tasks, particularly when you have a journal reflection due. And again, I will review each of these tasks in the weekly announcement videos, but I just wanted to show you that these are the required materials. Just briefly, all of you will be creating an Understanding Psych Research project. This allows you to go more deeply into a landmark research study. I've completed the first one so that you would have a sample of what's expected for you. Going back to the Learning Materials folder, in addition to these learning activities, you'll also find a link to the weekly quiz. Every week has a quiz. Each quiz will consist of roughly 25 multiple choice questions. You have 60 minutes to complete it, and you can also have 2 tries. The average of your 2 tries is what will be counted. So, of course, if you do well, or you are just short on time, you are certainly welcome to just complete the quiz once. But if you're really dissatisfied with your quiz and when you want to take advantage of that feedback that you get, you can certainly take it a second time and the average will be counted. Right, leaving the learning materials, another thing that I wanted to draw your attention to is this section on project information. So in this course, you do have 2 different projects. One of them I already mentioned and I showed you my example. This is the Understanding Psych Research. In this folder you will find guidelines for the project, as well as these are the articles, and you will choose one of these articles to be what you focus on for your Understanding Psych Research Wiki. And I'll have another video that details this project. The other project is called Walk in Their Shoes, and the goal for this project is to learn more about what it's like to live with a particular mental health condition. And there's 3 assignments that are associated with this particular project. The first assignment is due, well, I suppose you have to choose your topic in week 1, and then you'll be submitting your notes midway through week 3, and then you do have an outline that you'll be submitting as well as your final paper. So within this section, you'll find the guidelines. I've given a Google Docs link to various blogs and videos that I think might be worthwhile. The last time I checked, which was about a week ago, all of these links were working. And then I also do have expectations and samples for each one of the assignments, the notes, the outline, and the final paper. So certainly encourage you to check out the overview video I'll do for this project, but I just wanted to draw your attention to the fact that the project, there's plenty of materials in this folder to help you be successful as you're starting up to work on it. The last thing I want to draw your attention to is this area right here, the Course Information Discussion Board. Now, if you do have any questions, whether it's a general thing like, hey, this link isn't working, or I can't find that, or maybe it's a question about particular content, I encourage you to post it here. You're welcome to post it with your name, or you can post it anonymously. But what happens is this will be going directly to my email, so I will get notice of it. But certainly if you're checking around in the Course Information Discussion Board and you see a question that you're able to answer, I encourage you to do so. One last final thing. I did go to the instructor contact information to pull this up. So if you do need to get a hold of me, I welcome email. This is my cell phone. You're welcome to text me at any reasonable hour or give me a call before really 9 p.m. And if you do want to actually meet face-to-face, I have specific office hours, but I'm also only a few minutes away. I'm happy to meet with you anytime on campus, or we can meet within any local coffee shops. I look forward to working with you this semester and wish you much happy learning. Bye-bye.